Wholeness, everyone. Welcome to Rooms of Silvertree. This is Silvertree here. I welcome you to the third episode of the season of the wild deer. So today's message is message of the heart. Okay, message from my heart. And the title of this message is Gifts from the Heart. And as you can see here, we have a beautiful, beautiful ornament. I would say beautiful energy of a seashell that was gifted to me from someone very dear to me that I am now parting ways with. And so excuse me if there are any emotions that might come up. Now, before I get into this reading, I want to reiterate the medicine of the wild deer. Why do I say the wild deer? The wild deer is a very, very symbolic of water to me. They move like water. Okay, so even though in the frame this isn't here, this beautiful gift of an antler, a deer antler that was also gifted to me from a very special person, a gift from the heart. It will be off to the side here, just so we have that deer energy present during this transmission, excuse me. My moon is about to start, so I'm all kinds of mess right now. I feel like emotionally, mentally. There's a lot of transition. I'm moving, relocating, I'm leaving behind a story and beginning a new one. And so it's very emotional. And it was very emotional leaving my space where I was working for the community. And I was very, very sad to leave. I knew it was time to go. But on one of the parting gifts was this beautiful shell. And this beautiful being gifted this to me from her own personal collection. The first time I laid eyes on a seashell this large ever in my entire life was a couple of months ago when we were planning a huge event that was ocean themed, and she brought these home from a trip that she and her family took in North Carolina, the islands of North Carolina, where there were wild horses, where very little human interaction with this island would take place. And they had all, like hundreds of them all on the seashore, and she gifted this to me. And so I feel very, very just emotional right now. But I wanted to just kind of strip away everything, my runes right now, the deer medicine, which is very, for me, symbolic of water, the water energy, and even the womb of all creation. I want to just kind of move this off to the side for a little bit and let us just kind of focus in on this beautiful energy here. Now, from my understanding, I'm not sure the history or the wisdom or the medicine of the seashells. However, I believe that there used to be probably a creature, a being, an entity that used to live here. And this used to be a home. And what's so symbolic is that I'll be returning home, to the home of my birth, of the entry of my being. And so it's very emotional for me. And I wanted to just be honest and open. And, I wanted this to be of purity and of clarity, That's what the water energy says to me and speaks to me, is just there's this purity of just, of the water. It's the purity of it all. It's like it can be in warm waters, which are very soothing, or cool waters, which is very refreshing, and it helps to keep us balanced, and it clarifies a lot of our imbalances, our emotional imbalances of the heart. And so, and what's so beautiful about this piece is not only the beautiful cream color and the white in it, which is very pink and soft and very feminine, but it's also in the shape of a heart. It's almost as large as a heart, and it fits right in the palm of my hand. Now, the evening is coming, and so the light is leaving, and I will use as much light, natural light, as I possibly can. That's what I usually prefer anyway, natural light. And so, yes, so what I just really wanted to express to you is just, you know, when we're returning, you see this beautiful spiral here, okay? And it's very just, and also this, what's interesting is that the serpent energy has been, you know, raising her head. And the next season coming up, starting in October, will be the red serpent, where I observe the medicine, okay, the red serpent medicine within me, and I share it with you through the runes. And so the rune that is symbolic for the serpent is the spiral. And as you can see, the spiral here is formed on this beautiful shell, okay? And it's going inward, or outward, okay? But what I find really interesting is the beginning and the end. Like, where's the beginning and where's the ending, right? Where do we begin our lessons? Where do the lessons end? Because it's a kind of a paradox, right? The beginning is an ending, and ending is the beginning of something, of a new cycle, right? The circular motion, everything is very curved. And I also find that the inner curve of the shell, it's to me, it's symbolic of protection as well, as this hidden pathway of the secrets of the heart. And that and then I love how it's like opening up, like slowly, like opening itself, almost like it's inviting you to investigate the forgotten parts of yourself, the forgotten, hidden emotional wisdom of the heart within this shell, right? It's even hardened. And sometimes that hardness, we forget. And so I feel like with this seashell medicine and this beautiful tool, it shows you to go along with the curves of life and to investigate what's forgotten and what's hidden. So I usually, with spiritual tools, Source has guided me to create my own from the foundation, like from step one, meaning if there's something, I usually use tools directly from nature, okay? And, you know, especially with my antler here, my deer antler came to me as a gift from the heart, from a beautiful being. And from what I gathered through meditation, the deer was about 3 to 4 years old, around maybe almost 4 or 4 years old, a little over 4 years old. And again, I'm not sure, but that's what I felt intuitively. But these tools directly from nature are very important, and they're very just organic, and I love that, you know, because I find that with the tools that we create with our hands, or the tools that are gifted from the heart, are very, very powerful, and there's truth in them, and there's a purity of these tools for divination. And so again, I'm just giving you a small tip. When you're called to nature, to use nature's tools, allow your heart to be open and to be led where it needs to go, okay? Because sometimes our mind will say, well, I need to, you know, have this tarot card deck or this oracle card deck, or I need to buy this crystal, or I need to get this and that and this. And all that is outside of you is an extension of yourself. It is a mirror of yourself. And so when she gave me this, it's like, it's a mirror of my own heart. And, and it's a beautiful reminder of that. Because it's like, the shell is very strong, and it's hard, it's protective. But then you have this, when you turn it around and you shift your perspective and your perception, then there's always an opening. And so I leave you with that, and I hope and may you find this beautiful message well and whole, happy and healthy and wealthy and abundant and joyful. And remember to always expand your consciousness, to embrace supreme loving guidance, and evolve your human being. Until next time, thank you, thank you, thank you.